happy Tuesday. Luckily I'm actually able to make a video last week, whereas last week my speaker wasn't working, so I couldn't edit my videos, so I didn't get one up actually. But this week my speakers are brand new. We bought new ones, so it's lovely, and now I can make a video. So sort of to make up for sort of being kind of not here a lot lately, I'm going to make a video about The Lord of the Rings, because that's something I can really get into and I can be energetic about it. So, yes, here we go. Lord of the Rings video. I was actually recently reading The Hobbit in preparation for the movie coming out in December, which is crazy that it's coming out in less than a year now. I've actually decided to read it at least twice before the first movie comes out, and I'll probably read it more after the first movie comes out, and in preparation for the second movie, which should be pretty awesome. I love reading that book. I've read it twice at least now. It's quite wonderful. And I'm reading The Fellowship of the Ring right now. I've actually read almost half of it before, but then I never finished it because I got to the whole thing with Tom Bombadil. And half of the fun of reading the books for me is thinking about the movie, imagining it in my head. But when I got to the part about Tom Bombadil, that wasn't actually in the movie, so I sort of got bored. So yeah, but this time I'm going to read it all the way through. Good for me. Yeah. As far as my favorite characters go, I would say my favorite, just in terms of characters and not actors or anything, I would say Gollum is my favorite and Eowyn. Those are my two favorite people. Well, I guess they're not both people. Gollum's kind of a golem. But those are my favorite because I like Eowyn because she's she's a girl, but she's a strong girl character. She can sword fight and stuff, and she's just a really cool kick-butt lady. And I like Gollum because, I don't know, he just seems kind of cute to me. I have no idea why. He just does. I just really like him. Well, I suppose I like Smeagol in particular better than Gollum, because he's just sort of, I don't know, he's cool. I can't really describe why I like Gollum, but yeah. But as in terms of actors goes, I would say my favorite characters are Legolas and Merry, because in Lost, the guy who plays Merry, Dominic Monaghan, he is in Lost, and so I just sort of really like him in Lost, so that's why I like him a lot more in Lord of the Rings. And I like Orlando because he's just a beautiful guy, so that's why I like Legolas. So yeah, that's how my characters break down. What else? Actually, I'm going to try to learn how to speak Elvish this summer. I'm going to read all the books, and I'm actually going to finish all the books this time. I'm not going to just read a few pages or something and then skip around. I'm going to read all the books again, and this time I'm going to write down every single bit of Elvish there is in there and write down the translation if they give it. I know oftentimes they don't give the translation. And then over the summer I'm going to memorize all the phrases so that I will have that, because that's so useful, right? Knowing all this Elvish stuff. Maybe it'll get me a scholarship because I'm Elvish, although I'm not really Elvish, but maybe I could get away with it. I don't know. But yeah, that's going to be fun. I'm excited about that. I really want a pair of elf ears. Especially for the movie premiere, I really want a pair of elf ears. That would be pretty phenomenal. I think you'd agree, because elves are the best of the best. Besides hobbits, hobbits are cool and elves are cool. I don't really like dwarves because they're kind of boring. But and humans are fine, but they're just so ordinary. So really, hobbits and elves are my favorites. Oh yeah. So I read a book about Gollum written by... Oh yeah! Also, Gollum is also my favorite because of Andy Serkis, who I believe is a very awesome guy. I just love Andy Serkis. He's amazing. Especially in... Have you seen The Adventures of Tintin? Because you should go see it. Because it's by Peter... I always say Percy Jackson when I mean to say Peter Jackson. But it's by Peter Jackson. He produced it, and they used Weta Workshop, which is the... Peter Jackson's signature place thingamajig. So yeah, you should go see Tintin if you haven't seen it, because Peter Jackson produced it and Andy Serkis is Captain Haddock and he does an amazing job. So I like Gollum also because of Andy Serkis. But anyways, I was reading a book about Gollum written by Andy Serkis, and it was quite interesting about the whole motion capture thing, how they used that, and it talked about how he was developing his character, and apparently he came up with the voice sort of idea while watching his cat throw up a hairball. So that was interesting. So yeah. Yeah, I think that's good. Yes. So yeah, that's sort of my video about the Lord of the Rings. I hope it was interesting. I cannot wait for The Hobbit to come out. Like, seriously, I check the Hobbit blog every day, but unfortunately it doesn't upload a lot of things that much, like one thing a month usually. But yeah, it's pretty exciting. I can't wait. I'm gonna go to the midnight premiere. Hopefully I'll have some elf ears. Yes. Okay. DFTBA. Adios.